Hi, welcome to Glen Meditation. It's day 18 of my Parkinson's carnivore diet challenge. Um, Things are going well. I thought I'd just give a bit of background on how I got to doing this challenge today. About 3 years ago, I was living in Germany and I was overweight. I was like 243 pounds, and I decided to, after watching Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead, I decided to go on a juice fast because a juice bar opened up in my neighborhood. And I started to lose quite a bit of weight. I wasn't always juice fasting. Sometimes I would go for Indian food on Sundays, and some days I'd have one meal and just two juices, and other days I'd just have three juices. I was having a lot of juices that were green-based and some that were fruit-based, and I started after a while on the juices getting like a red forehead and started breaking out and reacting to things, and I just thought it was detoxing from the juices. But I lost a lot of weight. I dropped down to like 70 pounds in about 6 months. I forget the total time now. I think it might have been 4 to 6 months. But as I lost weight, it was good. But then I started to have, like, when I got into a conflicting situation, like adrenaline would run through my body, and if it was cold outside, I would just shiver, and so my adrenal response started to get bad, and then eventually that just led into that my left shoulder froze up, and then I started getting Parkinson's in my left hand, and especially when I was in confrontational situations. So I've been trying everything under the sun. Lots of things help. I go for acupuncture. I go for chiropractic treatments. Everything helps, but eventually when I eat things, I get sensitive to almost everything. I get a red forehead, and I get eczema over my sacral area. And so I heard about this diet through Jordan Peterson on Joe Rogan, and his daughter's healing her autoimmune dysfunction, so I thought about going on the diet. And since I've been on it, it's been good. I have a lot more strength. My brain is a lot more steady. I'm starting to feel a lot more positive. You can probably hear that my voice is coming back. But still, while I'm on the diet, I still have some days where I get stiff. That's what Parkinson's does. You get stiff, and then as the stiffness comes out, you get shaky days. So a few days ago, I was pretty shaky, but today I'm really calm and not shaky. So I feel a lot stronger, and I went out for a walk today. And so basically, I'm blogging about these changes so that other people with Parkinson's, like if this ends up working and is one of the solutions, that people can see that my daily changes and stuff. And I really like this diet because it's really simple. Like, you basically don't have to worry about if you're getting toxins in your body. That's one thing I worried about before, because I used to live in China. And one thing that might have happened when I was on the juice detox, it might not have been the juices. It might have been that I was rapidly losing weight, and the toxins are stored in the fat, they say, so that could have just gone into my circulation and up and infected the brain. So one thing I'm pretty big on these days is trying to eliminate toxins. So I look at the grass-fed beef diet and eggs and stuff as a pretty good way to eliminate toxins getting into your diet. Usually we think that juicing will eliminate toxins, but a lot of the things I would have been having from the juice bar, like kale and spinach and blueberries and strawberries, a lot of those are in the dirty dozen list for toxins. So it's pretty hard to monitor, how healthy the fruit and veg you're getting. So hopefully with the meat, it comes from healthy sources, and so far it's so good on the diet. Starting to get my smell back. That's one thing that happens with Parkinson's, is your sense of smell goes. You can hear that my voice is getting stronger the last few days, but that sort of comes and goes as well. So I'd say day 18 into the Parkinson's challenge, still noticing lots of improvements in clarity and not having the sugar spiking where you eat sugar and then it goes up and then down and you feel tired and you want to eat again. So it's a lot more constant. You eat a couple times a day and you're not really hungry. I'm still hoping that I get consistent changes in stiffness and shakiness, which I can report, but that's not really happening yet. I have some good times and some bad times at the moment. But overall, I'd say the diet's been really positive. It's an easy diet to follow because you don't have to go shopping for a million different things. Like if you look at other autoimmune diets like the plant paradox, they're really complicated and people are spending a lot of money. With this diet, it's pretty cheap too because I look for a meat or beef that's on, like steak or beef that's on sale, and when you get a good price, you just buy a lot of it. So it ends up being cheaper than eating a regular American diet. So a lot of people worry about the price, but it's actually cheaper. So a lot of good things to report. This is day 18. Take care. Bye-bye.